As kids, some of us are told of the idea that we should behave as someone's watching, even when no one's around. Well, that's not far from the truth. Someone could be listening or watching this right now at this very second. And it's not just this room, it's every single citizen in the United States. Shortly after the tragic events of September 11, 2001, President George W. Bush signed the final bill, the USA Patriot Act, to help enforce the eradication and punishment on terrorism in the United States. But the U.S. government would once again take advantage of its people with its power in a blinding time. But this time it would not go unnoticed by its people, and that's why I'm here to tell you why the USA Patriot Act was a failure and why we should fight against its privacy invasion for its political, logistical, and theological benefits. Now, many would conclude that the government could possibly have such control over our personal data, but they'd be wrong after retraces were found from NXAA contractors revealing America's extensive surveillance program for the first time, proving many theories and suspicions true. With that being said, the government has had control of this surveillance program since passing the act, and has quick access to our phone calls, emails, and texts, as well as the ability to wiretap any public camera or audio device. The government can easily go through this information using short keywords and phrases, which can be very useful in dealing with political variables, as they can get us to act on a certain subject or feel a certain way when going through this information. Harvard University recently did a study showing that on an average day, Americans use at least 1,000 ads a day. If you were watching a YouTube video, the odds are one of these ads was a political video that has no business being in your inbox, considering the fact that we can't vote. The odds are that this video was in your video because your phone had overheard you talking about some political event earlier that day or week. Next, logically, it doesn't make sense for the government to have these powers, as they simply break the connection between the collection and spreading of data. Finally, the most clear wrong of them all is the moral aspect of this all. They've clearly broken rules on multiple occasions, as well as any rights or laws that keep us safe. However, with the passing of the Patriot Act, it led to the creation of things like the National Security Agency, whose job is to protect us and make sure the government isn't infringing on our rights. Passing the NSA, Section 215, the Congress did not intend to create authority for the collection of info beyond which is relevant to an existing investigation. It's really easy for the government to lean their judgment on topics as well as their application of power. As my time comes to an end, I hope I should have given this whatever.